Hello, friends. Once again, we are here with our next program, how to get research internship with our guest, Dr. Hafeez Basha. So, before going ahead in this event, I want to again reminder you one thing that if you want to ask your live questions, your doubts with our guest or for this event, you have to come to our YouTube live event link. Link is shared on our social media platforms or our official website also. So come to a live link and you can ask your questions to the live chat. If you are watching our event from your desktop window, then you can find your live chat window right hand side, and if you are watching us on your phone, then you can find live chat window options in the bottom of your screen. Okay, so welcome back, guys. Again, YuvaManthan in the YuvaManthan program, and welcome, sir. Thanks for your valuable time with us. So he's Dr. Hafeez Basha. He did a PhD from Japan, and he's an entrepreneur, scientist, professor also. He's also a mentor of change with the Atal Innovation Mission in Niti Aayog. So uh, these are the basic background of our guest, and he's the founder of Basha Research Corporation, that is a PR Corp, and he's the CTO of that organization, and working for some kind of energy projects or research projects under the Basha Research Corporations, and he's also working on different technologies or different projects like Sonada energy designs with Japan, joint crediting mechanism, JCM. So we are going to discuss all these things in this event again. So the key working areas of Mr. Hafeez Basha is waste to energy, basically. So welcome, Hafeez Basha sir. Now this is the introduction from my side. Is it possible that you can add up a few things from your side?
So good evening, friends. Greetings from BR Corp to the team of YuvaManthan, especially Mr. Umesh Kushwa for arranging this session on how to get research internships. So Mr. Umesh and myself are mentors for change at an individual capacity at Atal Innovation Mission of Niti Aayog, the think tank of India. So my journey of entrepreneurship started with a research internship. Interesting by most of them, and decided to have this session.
Yes.
So I'll just share a few words before getting into some of the questions students. Is it okay,
Yeah. Is it
Mr.
okay?
Umesh?
Yeah. Is it okay? So, sir, can you tell our audience that how you found your NASA Research Corporation and what is the working of operations? किस
Yeah.
तरह का काम होता है?
I'll start that way and get into the actual thing.
Yeah.
So basically, I was an average student at college, where admired me, not even my friends, girlfriend, or faculty. So during those depressed days, I saw an opportunity in paper presentation to exhibit my caliber, and it really worked out.
Okay.
So I used to win prizes at college symposiums, which motivated me towards science and innovation.
Okay.
So during my participation in some of the conferences, I got noticed by Professor E.G. Rajan, who was ex-faculty of IIT Kanpur and president of Pentagram Research Center. And during that interaction, he asked me, like, are you interested in research? And my answer to that was yes. So he immediately offered me a research internship at his laboratory, which was a unique opportunity while I was pursuing my BTech and I was in my. So I enjoyed discussing ideas with fellow researchers. especially Muhammad Abu Bakr, who went on to become founder and CEO of bookmates.com after his stint at Microsoft Research and Development.
Okay.
So basically, research internship helped me in building my career at multinational companies and foreign universities. It also enabled me to visit 13 plus countries where all my visits were supported.
Yes. So,
So
so what is the
2007 I completed my BTech. Yes, Umesh.
yeah? So, what is the basic working of Vasa Research Corporations, and how what kind of projects you are doing in under the Vasa Research Corporations?
So basically, what I have learned at Pentagram Research Center was how to do research, how to manage research events like conferences, and
Okay.
then publications, that is journals. This is what I learned there. And immediately I floated my own company called BR Corp. And then we were into a similar and which really helped me both professionally and personally.
Okay.
So today VR Corp is into various segments, not only research and development. We are also into developing engineering simulation software. Then we also handle research consultancy to various other organizations. And coming specific to students, so there are students who look for jobs, students who look for higher education, and there might be very few who look for entrepreneurship. So
Okay.
all for these three categories, we are offering services. For the students who are looking for jobs, we provide training for placements, where me and some of my friends working in some of the premier companies at high-tech city. So we sometimes spend time with students, we train them, and then we make sure they get placed in one of our companies. So this is what we do, training for placements for students looking for jobs.
Okay.
And coming to higher education abroad, we have association with some of the agencies, including the government institute, embassy, and other organizations. Like students can take admissions from our premises itself. Uh, like we facilitate interaction between the foreign universities and students here in India. So especially we are working closely with France.
Okay.
The campus branch manager of Hyderabad is quite close to us and help us in recruiting students for higher education.
Okay.
And coming to entrepreneurship, so as you and me are in this Atal Innovation Mission, so previously I was working with a Canadian NGO called Sopar Bala Vikasa, where they used to focus on social entrepreneurship. So
Okay.
I was the incubation manager there, where we were involved in getting scouting for startups and then providing them with support services.
Mhm.
So we had programs for incubation, which is 1 year long, and programs for acceleration, which is short and intense.
Okay.
So we then started setting up incubation centers at educational institutions. The reason why we prefer this is we believe that young minds have more ideas,
Yes.
especially students. So if
Yeah.
we can motivate students to take their ideas to the next level, then definitely there will be a remarkable achievement for student to become a entrepreneur in the future.
Yes.
So with that idea, we are setting up incubation colleges where students can have that access, and rather than seeking jobs, they can become job providers. So
Yeah.
this is what we
So
offer as a company.
okay, that's nice, sir. There are lots of things you are providing for the students and the social entrepreneurship also. So the audience who are watching us right now or in the future of this video, so there are lots of opportunities you can have. You can connect with the Vasa Research Corporation. You can go to the website of Vasa Research Corporation and find number of incubations options and entrepreneurship options and internship options also. Okay, so I found that you are working on solar energy design with Japan. So what is the solar energy design? Is it a new technology or is it a project? What is the solar energy design?
When I stayed in Japan, we collaborated with a company for design. So that was the time where we set up our own at Japan and to energy from biomass, that is from waste materials.
Okay.
So countries like Vietnam, they have strong support from Japanese government, where huge projects are there, where power plants are being set up, which uses waste materials instead of conventional coal. And so, as you are aware, there is a shortage of fuel supplies energy sector.
Mhm.
So renewable energy is playing a very vital role, and when compared with solar energy and wind, biomass has proved to be more sustainable. So that's the reason of this project, and we used to do it. And we have done feasibility study at Vietnam with the help of one of the leading university called Ho Chi Minh City University of Technology.
Okay.
So professors there cooperated with us, and that's how we succeeded. So we were able able to do research, development, and production, and that lead to enhancement of efficiency of the plants. So
Okay.
that was a story during my stay.
So this is all about you and your Basha corporations. So now the first doubt or first confusion today the students have: what is the difference between the engineering and research? So can you explain this in a general way so that the student can understand what is the engineering and what is the research?
Yes. So actually, most of the students generally know about the internships that are offered by companies, which we can classify as industrial internships. If you take any product or service, it begins with research, then development, then it goes to production, and finally it goes to marketing and sales.
Okay.
So what happens in industry internship is the students are exposed in the production stage. It means that they are already into something which is previous. So here students don't get an opportunity to explore new things. They need to just follow the SOPs and work on live projects, get instructions from the management, and deliver. This is what happens in the industrial internships. Coming to research internships, what happens is the students get an to get into more significant things like they also understand the company works, the workplace environment.
Okay. So
Industrial internship, yes,
So we have a one more doubt after knowing that there are a number of corporate internships available and there are number of research internships available. So is there any difference कि हमें किस तरह से preparation करनी चाहिए for the research internships and for the corporate internship? Because
so what happens in research internship is there is a scope of learning new concepts. So a student will involve more into concepts, developing concepts. This is not possible in
hello, am I audible?
yes.
Yeah. So Okay, so we have one question from our live audience. Mr. Shaf Ali is asking, what basic one must have command on to go into the research?
I have the question once again.
Yeah. So Mr. Saif Ali is asking, what basics one must have commands on to go into the research. Mainly सैफ पूछना चाह रहे हैं कि एक पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन को बेसिक क्या कमांड होने चाहिए फॉर द रिसर्च इंटर्नशिप और अगर रिसर्च में जाना है.
Okay. So nowadays we have a lot of platforms, especially online platforms, where students they are able to post their requirements, and companies can browse that and then contact the student and offer such services. So this is happening very recently.
Mhm.
Even in our company, we had a opportunity, a business analyst, where we were able to recruit some 20 interns during this summer.
Okay. Uh, but I think the question of I think Mr. Saif, you got your answer, or if you are not comfortable with this answer, you can again ask your doubts in your chat options. Okay, so let's go ahead with our next question. That is, what is the importance of internships and how to get research internship?
Umesh, I think there's some technical difficulty here. I'm not able to. So can I have a written question so that I can answer?
Hello? Sorry, sir, I'm unable to hear you. Can you please repeat? Hello?
So can I have the written question so that I can read?
Yes, yes, yes. I will send you, and you can check your chat window.
Okay.
So you can find the second question is what is an importance of internships and how to get a research internship. Hello, sir. ऑडियंस आप ऑप्शन से पूछ सकते हैं.
Umesh, just message me the question. I'll answer to it.
Yeah. Question. Just you can
Okay.
access
What is
the
the
question.
importance of internship?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens in an academic institute? Classes followed by practicals,
Mhm.
but thing is they lack in practical experience. So this is where students are encouraged to go because what happens in internships is learning is one other way is getting work experience of working, delivering the targets, and most importantly, the discipline during internships. Even in our company, what we do is and the remaining 50% is from the behavioral skills, like how the student is responding to uh, the discussions that happen in the company.
So yeah. So
So this is the important unique experience.
okay.
Yeah.
So what I think the student period or students when we are in into college, so this is the suitable time for any kind of a research or a discussion on new topics. So how to involve our youth or our students into
Okay.
the more into research discussions, because they don't have a proper guidance on research. They don't have a proper support in for the research fields.
Umesh, I just
Yeah, am I audible?
messaged. Okay. Here, there is a phobia that research is only for the people who are pursuing PhD,
Mhm.
or at least the students who are mature enough, those who are pursuing masters. But my view is more like we should involve even the bachelor students.
Yes, because they have
So
the
we,
new ideas.
yes, because bachelor students are more curious
Mhm.
and they have more energy. The thing is, once they get into companies, they are not able to utilize their ideas and thought process. So if is given to them during their bachelor's itself, then I think many people will get involved in research, and there will be a lot of turnover.
Okay, so so do you have any support system or
Yeah.
innovation system for the students or for the universities to involve the students into research under the your
Yes.
BAFA research foundations?
Yes. So we have MOU with two universities,
Mhm.
and where we conduct joint research. We organize joint events like conferences,
Okay.
and we also publish articles. So during this process, we get chance to visit colleges. So sometimes I go there to deliver guest lectures,
Mhm.
and that is a place where I really get chance to interact. And during most of my lectures, I how a student can make a difference.
Yes, obviously. So, so most of the students, and when we are into our graduation, so our main focus is after the graduation to getting a job. Okay, so what will be the benefits for the going into the research field? Because our students, uh, okay, I'm sending you questions. So the main question is what is the benefit of research field and what is the benefits of the research
Yeah,
internships over the
yeah.
corporate organizations?
The benefit of research internship is, as I was mentioning during my introduction, just a live example. The first thing is change of mindset.
Mhm.
The moment you are into a research internship, you are allowed to express Yes. So during college days, usually students have an attitude of being casual and more of like student attitude. But once you get into research, there will be a drastic change in your behavior. You start behaving professionally.
Yes, because we can understand how to solve the problems of the society, of the
So
surroundings,
this
basically.
is the first benefit which
Yes.
can transform a student
Yes. So we have a question.
seriously and start wherever is desired.
Yes. So we have a question from our live audience. Yes, Shankar is asking something.
Yeah.
What are some relatively less known institutes that offer research internships for the CS undergraduates? Am I audible?
Umesh, can you type me the question?
Yes, I am sending you questions. So the main question is, what are the relatively
Yeah.
less known institutes that offer research internships for the CS graduates?
So this question is like students only identify brands and most of good as well. And coming to research, the research institutes they work in isolation.
Okay.
So it's quite difficult that it's known to students. So usually it happens only during interns. Like once student starts participating in some events, so that is the place where he or she can come to know about such institutions
Mhm.
which offer research.
Okay, so uh, there is a one more doubt in students' life, that how to know that we can do research, or we can go into the research field. How to self motivate ourselves that we can do research internships, or we can go into the research field. Again, this is the same kind of a question we already discussed on this, but still this is the doubt in our student life, कि हम रिसर्च फील्ड में जा सकते हैं नहीं जा सकते हैं, हम कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करें कि वी आर द सुटेबल फॉर द रिसर्च फील्ड.
Usually, most of the professors they give a lot of advices to students, and sometimes it happens that they themselves might not have followed it in their actual life. So my view is that should be an example to the student. Like before advising somebody else, the person himself should be a model, role model. This the student can really view.
Okay, so uh, so the main thing is how a role model can guide the students towards the research fields, basically. So the next question
Yeah.
is, what is the future of research fields when we are going into the research field? So what is the future of research field? Like you did your entrepreneurship after your research internships or research fields. So what are the students can get in future if they are going for the research fields?
from energy sector.
Mhm.
So I think most of you are not aware, but research on nuclear fusion is going on, where the world's first fusion reactor for generating electricity is getting constructed in France.
Okay.
And in another 3 to 4 years, I think the plant becomes operational. And once it becomes successful, then that one single plant is able to cover the capacity of thermonuclear fusion reactors. So this
Yes.
is one area where we see the future research. Coming to electric vehicles, especially India has set its eyes on year 2020, where all the major companies who are into EVs, they are launching their
Yes. So, audience.
fusion research and electric vehicles two significant sectors where the energy research is progressing.
Yes.
And
So,
coming to other sectors, I think a lot of things are happening.
mhm. Yes. So, audience,
Yes,
as sir told us, there are a number of opportunities available in energy field, energy research, pollution research, and electrical cars, electronics. So you can try in this field. We are going also going to discuss about the organizations. So the next question is, which organizations can provide us the research internships? Like yours, you are providing the research internships. Uh,
organizations like DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, then organizations
Hello.
like BRI,
I think
where they provide
Mr. Hafeez is
internships.
disconnected from us. So till then, we can read the questions from the live chat. So we already answered to the Saif Ali, and we already answered for Yes Shankar. So I hope Yes Shankar, you got your answer. If you are not satisfied with the answers, then please uh, send us again your query in live chat. And we have again a question from a college from Sri Kalukam. So please share. So please wait. We will taking your questions when we connect to the Mr. Hafiz again. Okay, so let's wait. Till then, the audience can ask your questions into the live chat. Or yes, there are a number of opportunities available in the research field if we are able to we have a attitude to solve the problems or of the society of the surrounding ourselves. So there are a number of opportunities available in the uh, energy field, number of opportunities available in uh, pollution control or IT field or electrical field. So let me connect with Mr. Hafiz. Let's wait.
Okay.
Okay, yes, Shankar, thanks for your question again. Uh, I will take your questions when Mr. Hafeez will get back to us. I think there are network issue on their side. So if you want to join research internships, then you can go to the website of uh, Basha Research Corporations, and you can find a number of opportunities for you. And we are also going to discuss about the different organizations or other organizations whi- which is providing the research internships also. So I already discussed a few topics with Mr. Hafiz that IIT Mumbai or uh, number of colleges are providing research internships or research incubation programs for the students. Students can join these programs in the summers also. They can provide. Yeah, welcome back, sir. Hello, hello, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we can hear you.
Yes, yes. I think there is some technical issues over.
Okay, it's okay. So we are discussing about the other organizations which is providing the research internships.
Yes. So apart from government organizations, there are a lot of private research institutes for this kind of research internships, and nowadays are even getting opportunity to go abroad and visit at the university or
Okay. So is there any website
so
or
we know some universities from Malaysia, Japan, Singapore who offer
sir, your voice is not.
I think there is no such aggregator available, but there are so many individual sites that route to the organizations that offer such internships.
So we have one more question from a college that
So we
he
have
said.
a lot of online platforms today for internships, like Let's Intern, internships.com.
Sir, your voice is not audible properly. Can you please check from your side that internet connectivity is working?
So actually, it varies from organization to organization. Like it can be either this way, where student can first choose the subjects he wants to learn research and then getting to the organizations who are involved in such research. Like first you find an organization.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, I think there are some network issues from your side because your voice is breaking. Sir, I can't hear you. Hello. Hello, sir. Am I audible to you? Sir, you are not audible to me actually.
Yes. So as such, guidelines that are for students as such internships. But however, basic common such internship. Okay, so profile.
Okay, yes. Sir,
A student can enhance his profile
mhm.
very good CV. So it depends on how he writes his CV, how in the form of CV. That depends on how good you can showcase your profile. So preparing a is the answer for enhancing a profile to get shortlisted for internship.
Okay. So I hope yes, you will get your answer that how to enhance your profile for getting shortlisted for the research internships in any institution or any organizations. Okay. So cool. Now we already discussed about the internships or research internships, benefit of the research internships. Now, what is the what to do after joining a research internships? Because in the government organizations or in other organizations,
Hello.
employees or mentors are busy in their work. They assign uh, uh, a work to their interns. Now, what to do after joining a research internships? Or I love to love to listen your personal experiences from your research internships. कि आपने जब research internship join की तब क्या किया था? So that our students can also follow the same thing to get success in their life or in their research field.
Hello.
Hello. audible? Hello.
Actually, most people think that once you get into research, finally you have to end up in teaching. Really not true. Students who were able to become policymakers, get into government multinational companies, and still they continue to research and they're into leadership roles.
Okay. So, yeah, you're audible, sir. Am I audible? Hello. Hello.
Once a student joins for internship, his or her task to make people realize their importance in the organization.
Okay. So,
Because internship is a period management wants to understand how you are
mhm.
so that it may lead to recruitment.
Yes,
So that is
sometimes.
one aspect.
Yeah, sometimes you have to push your mentors or your managers assigned to you in the organization that, sir, just do let me know these things, these topics. So you have to keep pushing, keep ping them that, sir, this is the query, this is the problem. So we have to do all these things during the internships. So the next questions from our audience is what to do and what to not do in
So
internships.
I'm not able to hear you, but however I can read your text messages. So I'm just replying to the messages. In case
Hello.
you have questions, just let me know. Just message me. I will be able to address it.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yes.
So our next question is how to improve CV and what are the important things that must have in CV from the Aishwarya Srivastava.
Yes. Coming to do, my view is like students should be to both performance their behavior, like how polite they are with their colleagues, their supervisors' instructions, and how well they are delivering it properly in time, and how well they are reaching the office. So all these parameters are equally your performance. Yes, Umesh, but I think your voice is voice keeps breaking.
Uh, I think there is some network issues from my side. So, so we have a yeah, next.
So, so a very function because they get the first reading your CV. This in the first page of your CV and what are the achievements and how you are different from others.
Yes, sir. So this is the definitely a good point that highlights your strengths on your first page of your CV. So our next question from Rajneet, that internship will be the encouraged in any field on or based on the importance of the institute working area of research. Hello.
So, in most cases, what happens is internships happen in the project that the institution is currently involved in.
Okay, so I think Rajneet, you got your answer that internships are taken in the current projects of the institute. So, so your current project or a research project matters the most, and how you take your current project and how you work on your current project. Okay, so so we have one more question from Yash Shankar. Uh, so I think we publish a research paper of your own that will help in improving our CP. Can you please guide us on research independency? Which publications to approach? In the most cases, students interns assist the researchers. So I think audience, you are getting the answer from the Mr. Hafeez in your chat window directly. Uh, So we have one more questions that is also important questions from the students' point of view. That is when to choose the research internships, because every course having a 1 year, 3 years or a 4 year curriculum. So this is also an important question: when to choose research internships, either in second year, either in third year, or after the final year program. So the last question from the Yes Center is it possible to uh, to research independently, or is it? Can you please guide us on the research independently, and which publication is approached? So the answer from the Mr. Hafiz is independent research is quite possible due to the availability of the resource online, and in most cases, students interns assist the researchers. Okay, so the next question, when to choose research internships. So Mr. Hafiz is answering the between the third year and the final year. You can choose the research internships, and the next question is, what are the different ways to apply for the research internships? Because we can apply directly to the to their website. We can send your CVs uh, to the professors or organization mentors directly. So what are the different ways to apply to the research internships? Okay, so you can send a proposal to the institutes or the organization directly, and you can also apply on the web links if there is an opening in research internships uh, in any organization. So you can directly apply on the website or a online form. You can directly submit your CV there, and you can send the proposal to the institute directly, or you can directly contact to the supervisors or professors. Okay. So thanks. This is the nice answers from your side, and we have a few questions remaining from our side. Uh, the main question is, what is the scope of research internships in India? So viewers, जो भी हमें लोग देख रहे हैं, प्लीज you can ask your questions directly into the live chat options. और अभी तक आपको अगर लाइव chat option नहीं मिला है, then you can come to our main YouTube channel, that is www.yuvamanthan.com/yuvamanthan. Sorry, www.youtube.com/yuvamanthan, and you will get the live video on the main page, and you can ask your question in the live chat option. If you are accessing this live video from your desktop, then you will get the live chat option the right hand side of your video section. And if you are accessing this video from your mobile phone, then you can get your live chat option in the down bottom of your phone. Okay, so what are the scope of research internship in India? Is surprisingly, India is leading in student internships. So this is a great opportunity for the students. They can apply for the research internships in India, and India is leading in this field now. And the next question is, how to apply for the abroad internship, where to do the research internships. So this is our next question. Okay, guys, keep asking your question in live chat window, because there are some network issues here, so we are not communicating over the video. And Mr. Hafiz is answering your questions in the live chat option directly. So keep asking your questions in the live chat window. Okay, so the next question is how to apply for the abroad internships and where to do research internships. So the answer from the Hafiz sir, that countries like Japan, Malaysia, and Singapore continuously offer overseas internships to the foreign students. So you can apply in the Japan or Malaysia and the Singapore in the different fields, because we already discussed the opportunities of the research internships in the fields of electronics, electrical, and uh, social science and energies. So you can apply in this field if you are comfortable with these fields, and there are lots of opportunities in IT field also. So you can apply in Japan, Malaysia, and Singapore. Okay, so our next question is what is the difference between the research and the industrial experience? So this is a nice question. And Mr. Hafiz is saying that it is also possible that students get support in terms of travel and accommodations from the foreign countries like Japan, Malaysia, and Singapore, if they have capabilities of doing research very well. So they can get uh, uh, support from their institutes or their organizations. Yeah. So the answer from Mr. Hafiz is research internship means that you have a problem solving skills. So, guys, if you have questions, then you can ask your questions or queries in live chat options, because we are closing the session because it's already 9 o'clock. Yeah. And yeah, so, sir, can you hear me now? Hello. So, sir, we are in the end of this program, because we already answered lots of questions from the live audience, uh, or the questions that we yes. Uh, so, sir, can you please uh, conclude your your session, or what can I say, that how to get the research internships in some words, so that students who are joining right now can get the proper description of our session.
I'm sorry that because of network issues, most of the Q&A session happened with text messages.
But still, sir, we are here for the
So,
support, so we are
however,
supporting the students.
I can see that so depending upon the questions that are being posted, interns, especially to pursue research internships. So I hope that we receive good number of applications. Hello, able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you. You are completely audible.
Yes, Umesh. I think we can close the session.
Yes. So, sir, we already discussed that there are a number of openings in your organizations for the research internships. So, can you please announce your research internships here so that students or our viewers can apply for the research internships in your organization?
Was today's session on research internships. So I would like to announce that very soon we are openings for research internships. So I hope students can apply for it, get the unique experience, their careers. So with this, I thank Umesh
Sir, one
for this
more.
wonderful session.
I have
To
one
look
more query.
similar
Uh,
kind of sessions on various other topics.
Thank you, sir, for your time. But I have one more query: that how can they apply in your openings? Is it directly for your from your website, or either they can send the resume or
You have a
CV to you?
question?
How can they apply into your openings, research internships?
Most of the information on our website. That's what. Most of the information is already made available in our website. It will also appear there. Along with that, post at other online platforms where students usually internships.
Okay, so audience, you can apply for the internships from the website also. So please visit the
Yes.
website of
So www.basharesearch.com.
yeah, Vasha Research Corporations, vasaresearch.com. And thanks, sir. Thanks for your valuable time and wonderful guidance to us and for the audience also. So thanks for your time. And audience, keep watching YuvaManthan live programs. We are doing such kind of events on each Saturday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on the different topics. So please subscribe our channel so that you can get the next event link in your mail ID. Please hit the bell button so that you get the notifications in your email, and keep like our official
Thank you
Facebook page.
so much.
Thank you, sir.